should college athletes get paid? That has been the question asked over and over again in the last couple of years. College athletes say that they are making their schools millions and millions of dollars and should receive a salary. The NCAA fights back and says, we're giving you a free education at premier schools, and the two go back and forth, and no middle ground is ever established. And that's what I want to do today, is establish a middle ground. I do not think that college athletes should get paid. And the reason I say this is they're receiving a free tuition, free room and board, free books, free meal plan, and all this other stuff that most students have to pay out of pocket for. Okay? So, on that hand, I do agree with the NCAA. However, I do believe that college athletes should be able to receive some monetary benefits. And when I say that I mean that they should be able to be paid for their likeness. And when I say likeness, I mean autographs, rings, memorabilia, jerseys, you name it. So if they want to get paid for their likeness and their photograph and all that good stuff, I do believe that they should be able to receive monetary benefits for that. A good example is Terrell Pryor at Ohio State. He sold a lot of his championship memorabilia and got suspended for 8 games as a result. I don't think that should be punished. My solution says the athletes should be able to do that if they want. Now, I would never want to get rid of any of my championship gear because of all the memories. But if he wants to do that, I think the NCAA should let him. However, salaries for college athletes would be a no-go. And the reason I say that is because of this. Only 2 sports are making millions and millions of dollars in the college game. And that's college football and college basketball. The rest of the sports, men's baseball, softball, rowing, cross country, tennis, those aren't making any money for the NCAA. And they're actually probably losing money when you get down to it. The main purpose of those sports is to provide access and publicity for the schools. So if you were to pay college football players and college basketball players, because those are the only 2 you could pay, because they're the only sports that are bringing in money, you would have to delete some of these other sports. Schools would have to get rid of soccer and get rid of baseball in order to pay these college football and college basketball players. So that would not be good. And I think the whole nation and college fans would hate that, because college sports fans love to tune in June and watch college baseball on ESPN. And they love to watch college softball on ESPN. And if all those sports are gone, that would be a complete travesty in my opinion. So I don't think college football and basketball players should get a salary, because it would ruin other college sports. However, if any college athlete wants to get paid for their likeness, go ahead. The money's not great, but I don't think the NCAA should have a problem with that. And I think that's what Mark Walker is suggesting in Congress. Where will this lead to? Nobody knows except the powers that be at the NCAA. But I think that's some middle ground that we can establish and make both parties happy.